Hi, Bealers, Geo at Roundtable in Geo's Real World, and today will be Deadpool WW3 Wolverine. Now, don't make a mistake as I did, because when I put this aside and everything to my place, I said World War III. I thought that's what it was, World War III. No, WW3 means Wade Wilson the Third. So what happens? Okay, but before it happens, writer is Joe Kelly and artist is Adam Kubert. Okay. Now, what happened is this. In the story, it starts that they're in Vancouver, okay, and they're going after the serial killers called Wither. And Logan is there because one, like a good friend, a reliable friend he trusts big time, female cop, said there's a serial killer with superpowers and she needs help, which is rarely she asks for help. So he went there, and being there, Deadpool is there. And they fight together to eliminate this guy with her. So Deadpool getting what he did, he accomplished a contract that Wolverine didn't know about it, and Wolverine later on he finds all these little things because what's it called Deadpool disappears all of a sudden, and it tracks him back to Russia, and the whole thing was to get Wither eliminated. Deadpool gets an experimental test that evolves him to the next phase. Now, to me, I was just always looking at it. Next phase is to get as most powerful as he can, or next phase that he can actually have an easier death. You know, like he's probably fed up because he's in a dead place. Like, for example, he doesn't look great and everything, hard to get friends, and also blend with their surrounding. That he probably wanted to kind of die. Kind of sense it's like, or become the most powerful thing that there is in the best way possible, or I die. So he didn't care shit. So in there was the person who did that was his name is Delta. Okay, so he was a scientist and he does all these experiments that we see so many in comic book movie to like movies on comic books from DC to Marvel. The experiment to get them to the next phase and all that. Anyways, and Delta has two henchmen, can I say? One I think could be a little kid because he goes, okay, calm down and everything. It's Snowflake with four eyes and it looks like a monster. It's like a mythical creature in the darkest dream you have. Monster kind of sense. Like I think the level strength is probably close to the Hulk kind of sense. It's like a Hulk Wolverine nightmarish kind of style. And then the other one's called Greta, and she teleports how she teleports is like, think of what's called the Rolling Stone, the big lips, but with jagger teeth. Okay, so he teleported these two in Siberia, and they were there for weeks to get out this kind of thing. So it's not bad. Okay, it's a mini series of 1 to 3, right? And the whole thing is this one kind of because Deadpool was broken pieces, and Snowflake just stomps on him and demolishes his head, his body, and everything. So Wolverine he goes, he's dead. Ends up being that he's able to regenerate just with a blood cell to become back slowly or surely to Deadpool. Now, if this, for example, stops here, because of the experimental to evolve Deadpool to the next phase, he was able to do that once with the experimental chemistry, what do you want to call it? I'm for it. But if this is going to be the next phase of Deadpool's power and so on, like Marvel and DC have been doing, that everybody's evolving to the next phase, that I've been saying, I don't know how many times, that new Genesis of DC example, or Marvel will be Thanos' family and everything, they're no more like demigods no more, because Earth, DC or Marvel, are more powerful than they are, kind of sense. So it gets to a point everybody's going to the next phase, and it's getting to an over-exaggerated way. So Deadpool, I like the way he was before. Because in this one here, for example, Wolverine grabs his arm, and his arm just falls off from his thing because he wanted that. Well, before there's some resistance, right? So that to me is that I'm seeing where it goes with this. This is me a continuation. Because through a point, example, Wolverine and Deadpool, they team up, which I freak out with. This part was really, because these are the boo-boos in the thing there. Besides, the one boo-boo, Wolverine gets, what's called, snowflakes, pulls out all this muscles thing and ligaments from his bones, right? So now he has only bones and his claw. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're on bones and claws, right? You cannot. I don't care what kind of superpowers you got, unless you're a robot. Not even to, because you need a mechanical or muscles to move that arm. So, like Wolverine is he's fighting against Snowflake, and he's able to lift both arms, and one of them is full of skeleton. How does he lift it up? How is he able to hold it if there's no muscle ligaments and everything? You know, that's one boo boo. Second boo boo, which I hate when they do that. There's like Delta sends his whole military, like a 50, and it's around 50 people on the art, okay? Where their arms are like, they're energy, composed of energy and all that. There's around 50 of them. And then there's soldiers with machine guns and that kind of thing. And Deadpool is still stuck on Wolverine, which only has half his torso's there with his head and everything. And they're able to demolish the 50 soldiers. If they were separate, and still I would go for around 24 maximum. But 50, it's over exaggerated, overdue. I mean, they should have had so much bones scattered around from Wolverine and Deadpool with all the bullets and the machine guns and this and that, that they could easily have killed the soldiers, because she easily have killed them because there's so much bullet wound. They would have been half in the floor, kind of sense. But let it be as it is, because it's a comic book. So, as I said, so this one here, Deadpool is able to regenerate from a blood cell. So I hope it stops with this issue, that he reverts back to his original self. Now, of course, look, it's going to come a number 2 coming out of this one, because Delta faces into another compound, okay? And in there, he opens the door, he goes there, the next phase. Now, the first phase, when these people, all these people, these rich, phenomenal rich people and everything, have these humongous glasses, okay? Now there's a new crowd that they have like kind of like a mask, which is half glass kind of sense, like half a dome that covers their face. So this is another club kind of sense. So we're gonna go over there. So it's an interesting league, but it shouldn't be in a miniseries. This should have been part or Deadpool or Wolverine or a crossover, and it should have ended right there. And then later on, if they want to make it again, then again. So it was okay. We'll see phase 2, next phase, if it makes it like saying, wow, it was worthy. So that's it. Geo out, man. And before we else forget, subscribe, press the like button, give me your comments. And that's it. Geo out. Ciao, guys. Until next time. Bye.